this is just a sound check, yes? When you say something.
And smile check.
Say something.
Smile check.
Okay, so this highly professional video production that's about to be. Where are we going, honey?
Caribbean Islands.
Yeah, and then what we're going to do?
We are going to sail across Pacific Ocean. We are going to come back to Nusa.
So this is just this is our first video of hopefully what we'll do a few. I'm just about to leave Nusa, head to Scotland, avoid COVID. What are you going to be doing?
I will stay 1 week more in Nusa, enjoy Nusa beach. I will have one Russian party, of course, but I'll be careful.
Yeah, so this is stage one of this crazy thing that we're going to do, which is ultimately to end up in Australia around about May next year. There's a few little obstacles to overcome in the meantime, so one by one, so this may never happen, of course. One is we've got to avoid COVID until we get to Martinique, and then probably after Martinique, because that'll make life very difficult going all the way back. So we've got COVID number one, and of course we do. Then this boat has got to pass its survey, which knows?
Which is soon already.
Yeah. So it's the 27th of December. Then we've got to hope that Clive, our skipper, doesn't have a change of plans or something like that, and comes to Martinique and helps us sail back. And then last but not least, there's the small challenge, not too small challenge, of actually crossing the Pacific. In the Caribbean, Panama Canal, Pacific, all...
I'll be seasick.
Yeah.
The whole way.
If we get as far as Elena being seasick, I'm going to be a happy man, because at least we're on the water.
Maybe I will fly back.
There's every chance that we're going to get to Martinique for just a really expensive Caribbean holiday.
Yeah.
But how are you feeling about leaving Nusa?
I'm fine.
Yeah, no, I'm fine. It'll be nice. It'll be a nice change.
Yeah, it will be nice change. Yeah. It'll be nice to come back.
We've been here for 2.5 years without travelling, so it's going to be nice to go back and see the grandkids for me.
We will miss our friends.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll miss everyone. But the plan is to have a return party on the 4th of June.
Pirate party.
Yeah, a pirate party. If we can avoid the typhoons and stuff in the Pacific. Anyway, this is just our first little one.
How are we going to call
and then
our
we'll
boat?
update as we go. Well, there's a lot of things we've still got to decide. A lot of details, boat name being least of the issues, I would say.
Nusa Blue.
Nusa Blue, yeah. Where we register the boat, got to get insurance for the boat. And of course we're doing everything the way that people say don't do it, which is buy a boat the other side of the world. And we've got a lot of obstacles ahead, but it should be fun. At the very least, it's going to be an adventure, eh, sweetheart?
Yeah, it will be. But I'm easy.
Okay.
I'm easy going.
Now, at some stage, I'm going to do one just for other people that are thinking about doing this. What has been involved so far? And of course, this may all prove to be completely bad advice, because it may all turn to shit. So, but at least you see how it goes as it goes.
We'll be fine.
We'll be fine. And as it develops, what we were thinking at that moment, as opposed to looking back in time at what happened, which will probably, hopefully, be boring in the end. So France have effectively closed the border with the UK. I think I might manage to get through, because it's a valid reason, maybe. One of the biggest problems, though, is where do I get one of these fit to fly PCP tests within 24 hours of travel, which is what France need, assuming even if they accept it, it's travel with a purpose. And then the research I've done, I can't figure out how they can get me the results in 24 hours, but the prices are from 165 quid for one of these fit to fly tests. I think it's going to cost me 265 quid. Then Angus, my son, sent me a message a few days ago saying I could stay there because Sweden is a lot more relaxed about the whole thing. Well, one, it would be a bonus to go and see Angus, of course. And two, it's not going to cost me much more than just a PCP test. And I think it could be a case of better safe than sorry. And there's no telling what's going to happen even in the next few days, of course. I could be stuck in Sweden. But it's the first of the roadblocks has been interesting. I thought avoiding getting COVID was going to be the big thing in the UK. I didn't realise or think for a minute that borders were going to be shutting down again and whatever. But there are no problems, only solutions. So I think the plan's going to be, I have to stay Monday here because I've got a day with the grandkids. I can't miss that. And then fly Tuesday to Stockholm, which is the same day as Elena flies to Dubai. And leave my flight to Paris just in case they change the rules so that I can transit on the 25th rather than meet Elena on the 24th. Or if things are still the same, I can travel on the 24th and meet Elena. And hopefully they won't close the border with Sweden. But at the moment, I don't need a PCP test for Sweden. I didn't realise I could travel on my Australian passport in Europe. You don't need a visa, which will help, I think, because us British people are dangerous. And yeah, it was never going to be easy. This is the first step. The first step is get to Martinique. Each step at a time. Next step after that, hopefully the boat passes its survey. Next step with that, hopefully we don't sink. So, the adventure continues. All right, so this is just a little update of where we are. Where are we, sweetheart?
We are on Martinique, beautiful island.
And it took a lot of getting here, but we're here, so that was the first hurdle is overcome. Now, today is a big day. So today's survey day. And of course, if the survey turns out to be shit, this is a long way to come for an exotic holiday.
And expensive.
Yeah. So what are you thinking, honey? You feeling confident?
I just, I want it was honest survey, honestly.
And that it's, yeah.
Because we can fix everything, but we need to understand what do we need to fix.
Yeah. And today is the first day we even see the boat in real life. We think it's going to get hauled out. We think it's going to get full survey, and we're even going to go sailing in it. And at the end of the day, I think we'll know if we're going to buy this boat or not. And
Maybe tomorrow.
yeah, we'll probably have to wait a few days for the survey report. And but it's getting a bit scary, just the amount of work and how difficult it's going to be to get parts and to find out what we need to do, because we really know nothing.
Especially when we see the shops around full of stuff, pipes, ropes, and chemicals, glues, I don't know, engines.
And we look at them and go, ooh, that looks complicated. Anyway, we'll have an update once we know the survey report. Okay, so first impressions. So we just got to the boat. It's all a wee bit intimidating because really, basically, we don't know what we're talking about. But it feels nice, feels solid, feels big.
Feels big.
But it's a little bit scruffy in places, and of course I wouldn't know what was scruffy and what was terminal. But Stephanie, the broker, is very confident about it, I think, and well, time will tell. We won't be able to tell until after the surveyor comes on board.
What I was thinking, yes, it's a little bit scruffy, but definitely I can make it useful,
So, Harry, what are you thinking so far? How's the survey going?
No, I think he's checking everything. I think he's good survey. Yeah. Just I still have doubts about the smell. Like this. If you can clean it and just get rid of from this, it's okay.
I think the surveyor's a bit worried about the floor, crack in the floor that you saw. There's been water. So it's been waterlogged at some stage. Yeah. But it's going to need replaced, that's for sure. So I don't.
And Bali, I love you. I miss you so much. I want you to be here on Martinique and help us with this bloody boat.